Hey, our friends, so we're going to be drawing a fall dragon.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun and really cool. We hope you're going to follow along with us. You need your drawing supplies. We're going to use black markers. You also need some
Paper and something to color with.
Yeah, you ready to start?
Yes.
We're using our markers to draw and color with, so we're also using marker paper. But you can use whatever you feel comfortable drawing with, like a pencil or even crayons.
Yeah.
All right, let's start. Let's start by drawing the eyes. I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna draw a diagonal line. And we can also draw it kind of bumpy. I'm gonna come like this, and then, oh, let's actually do this. Let's add a point right here and a point right here. Oh yeah, just keep going. I changed so that we could also kind of center the eye in there. So I'm gonna draw that same kind of line coming out this way. Yeah.
Can I start here even
Yeah.
though I made that dot?
Yeah, you bet. We're gonna also draw a lot more details so that dot will
Disappear, kind of.
disappear, yeah. Oh, I like that your shape is different than mine.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's really cool. Okay, now let's draw the bottom of the eyes. I'm gonna draw a line that comes down like this and then in, and we'll do the same thing over here on the side. Cool. Okay, now let's draw the inside of the eye. I'm gonna draw it a lot smaller. So I'm gonna draw another kind of diagonal line that looks like this, and maybe another one inside or the bottom of it. And we'll do the other one over here inside. Then let's come down here and we can draw the nostrils. I'm gonna draw 2 more lines together. And then let's come out this way and then to a point. Come out this way and to a point on each side. So we're gonna repeat the same steps on the left and also on the right.
Because it's symmetrical.
Yes, so we're gonna also draw a little bit faster when we're repeating the same step. Okay, now let's draw the mouth. I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna draw a crazy mouth. I'm gonna come, oh, let's also add a point. I'm gonna draw another diagonal line over here. So we got these 2 lines to kind of help us draw symmetrical. So I'm gonna draw right here. I'm gonna come down past the nostrils like this, and then I'm gonna come back up like that. Oh, I love that we're gonna use all of the paper. Okay, now let's add the teeth. We're gonna start here. I'm gonna draw a fang that comes out and then back up, and then repeat that same tooth on the other side. Now the next tooth, let's draw it smaller, and then the next one after that, we'll draw it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna do that same thing on the right side. So small tooth and then a big tooth. Next, let's add teeth the rest of the way to the back of the mouth. And watch this, I'm gonna draw them a little bit more so that they're not sticking out this way, they're coming straight down. Oh, maybe some of them can stick out like that, but then the rest I'm gonna have come down. Maybe you could even leave a little space and then draw a tooth. I'm gonna repeat that same step over here on this side. And then maybe a tooth that's with some space in between it. Oh, it's already looking really scary.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Okay, now let's draw the bottom of the mouth, and we could do also a little overlapping. So I'm gonna start up here, and let's draw the bottom of the mouth coming below the teeth. Oh, and this one's overlapping, the one that sticks out a little more. And then as I come down, I'm gonna go behind this tooth, and also this tooth, and then I'm gonna come underneath and draw a little U shape in between the 2 front teeth. And then let's go back up to the other side, all the way up to the corner of the mouth. Let's also add a few teeth inside of here. So I'm gonna draw some really sharp teeth on each side, and maybe some smaller ones in between the 2 front bottom teeth. Now let's color in where there's no teeth. So I might actually add another tooth on the top because I forgot to add, there's a few in there. We can add one in there if you want to, but you could also leave it blank. And I'm going to color over here in between these teeth. And some of it I'm going to leave white so that there's teeth on the bottom. Now let's start right here, and we're going to draw the jaw. I'm going to come out from here, and then I'm going to get close to the mouth line, and I'm going to come down further like this, underneath, then we're going to come around to the other side, and then right at the end, curve out. And on yours, do you have enough room at the bottom?
I think so.
All the way up, and then curve out right at the end. You did it. There's the bottom of our dragon's face. Now let's add some of the details up here and the horns. We're going to turn it into a fall dragon. So some of these horns will actually look more like leaves or fall leaves. So we're going to start here. I'm going to draw a line that comes out like this, and we'll do the same thing on the right side. Then I'm going to start here. We're going to draw a sideways letter V. And then we're going to draw more of these coming down like this and then connect into the jaw. It's also going to look a lot like fire.
Yeah.
Let's do the same thing over here on this side. We also want to try to make this look like leaves instead of fire, so we're going to try to create those curves just like fall leaves. Let's add another line here that comes from each of the zigzags into the middle of that leaf. We can do the same thing over here. Let's add another one coming off of the eye. So I'm going to start here, I'm going to come up kind of high. These might even look like horns. And then let's do that same thing. I'm going to draw a letter V or upside down V at the very end. And then let's draw the side of the leaf coming down and into the eye. So we're going to draw some zigzags. And then right at the end, curve into the top of the eye. Next, let's draw the same zigzags on the other side of the leaf. And then I'm going to come down further like this and then stop right above the eye. And we'll do the same on this side. Okay, now let's draw another leaf coming out from underneath the bottom of the eye. And repeat that same kind of S curve over here on the right. This time I'm going to draw a different shape to my leaf. I'm going to come out like this. And then I'm going to curve the other way and come back in and stop right before it gets to the eye. And then let's do the same thing over here on this side. Come out, curve up, and then S curve back in to the eye. Then over here on this leaf, the first one that we drew, let's connect it into this other one right here. I'm going to imagine it going behind and coming back out like that. And then we can also add those little veins inside of the leaf that come into the center. And then let's do the same thing over here on this side. We'll go behind the leaf and then add those inside texture lines. Now let's add a leaf right in the middle. I'm going to draw it coming straight up like this and even all the way up to the top of the paper. And then let's also add that letter V, upside down letter V. And then let's draw the zigzag lines coming down and into the center here. And then repeat that same thing on the other side. Yeah, that looks really cool. Now what we did on these leaves, we added that inside texture. Let's do that on the center and all of the other leaves. This part will fast forward, so pause the video if you need to take extra time to finish this step. Jack, that looks really cool, except I think we need to add a lot more leaves.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward again, and we're just gonna repeat all of those same steps, but we're gonna layer more leaves behind and around the whole head. You ready to fast forward again?
Yes.
Jack, we did it. We finished adding all of these extra leaves around. It looks really cool, except it's gonna look even better once we do what?
Color it.
Yeah, my favorite part. We are gonna fast forward again, so remember to pause the video and take time to color your drawings. You can even wait until the end to pause so that you can use our drawings as inspiration for your drawings.
Yeah.
You ready to fast forward?
Yes.
Jack, we did it! We finished drawing and coloring our fall dragons, and they look so much better colored in.
Yeah, the colors make them more like fall leaves.
Yeah, and the cool thing about markers is that you can layer it. Once the first layer is dry, you can add another layer on top to make it look darker. So the first color we used for the face, we used Y204, and that's this bright yellow. And then we used Y423 to add shading on top. And also the darkest color that we used, Y552, we used in the eyes and also the dark shading, especially right here on your nose.
Yeah.
You can pause the video right now to match our same coloring.
Or you can color it any way you want. We hope you had a lot of fun drawing your fall dragons.
Yeah, and we hope you pause the video and take extra time to color your drawings because it really does change it. Makes it look super awesome. I think this is one of my new favorite lessons.
For sure.
We'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.